Okay, boys, you know what time it is. It's time to rank some Kanye albums. The tiers go from perfect to B minus because there isn't any Kanye album below a B minus.
I'm so ready for this, Barry. I've always bumped his music and met him in person. He's a fan of me and I'm a fan of him. His discography is probably the best of any musician ever.
Is he the fellow that made Graduation?
Yes, Sleepy Joe, he made Graduation.
All right, well, let's get started. First off is Ye, released in 2018 and only has 7 songs, but there are no misses. And you have some of his best songs ever on it, like Ghost Town and Violent Crimes. For me, it's an A minus because it's only 7 songs, and I thought about Killing You as almost a miss. But this shit's fire top to bottom in general.
I haven't heard it, but why would being bipolar be awesome?
What just happened?
Sorry, Barry. I couldn't listen to that sleepy fuck any longer. I had to kick him. Besides, if he hasn't heard any of these, why the fuck is he ranking them with us in the first place?
Yeah, good point. But what do you think about Ye?
I'm with you 100%, Barry. A minus. Looks like Kids See Ghosts is next.
While Kids See Ghosts got a 10 from Fantano and all that other stuff, personally, I can't put an album with only 7 songs in it in the perfect tier. I think it's on the same tier as Ye, to be honest, a bit overrated too. But Fourth Dimension is a bop.
Right once again, Barry. You're really on point today. We might get through this whole list agreeing with everything.
I don't know about that, Donnie, but one thing we can agree on is B minus for Jesus is King. Not a bad album at all, but definitely his worst.
Yep, I definitely agree with that. Looks like his first album is next, The College Dropout.
Okay, next up is Late Registration.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're putting it straight into perfect tier and not even going to talk about it?
Do you disagree with my ranking?
Of course not. It's arguably the best album ever, but you could at least say some shit about it.
Yeah, you're right. The College Dropout is what it feels like if your ears could orgasm. Slow jams, All Falls Down, Jesus Walks, and Through the Wire are some of the best songs ever made. And songs like Family Business, Breathe In, Breathe Out, We Don't Care are certified classics. And every other song on the album is just so damn amazing. Period.
Couldn't have said it any better myself, Barry. And just when you thought College Dropout was the best thing ever made, Late Registration comes out and goes neck and neck with it. Perfect tier easily. And while I think College Dropout is better, it's actually pretty close.
Agreed, Donnie. And you're right, we might agree with everything today, but next up we have Graduation.
Graduation to me is like College Dropout and Late Registration, except it has one flaw. Drunk and Hot Girls.
Yeah, the album could have been the best if it wasn't for that song. I think A tier is best, though, because it's still a fantastic album.
It's a perfect album.
What the fuck are you doing here, Sleepy Joe? I told you to take you, your wife, and your wife's stinky pussy out of this call. You don't even know what music is. You have no reason to be ranking these with us.
Well, that's where you are wrong, bitch boy. Graduation has absolute perfect 10 out of 10 songs like The Good Life, Flashing Lights, Stronger, Can't Tell Me Nothing, I Wonder, The Glory, and I Could Go On. Drunk and Hot Girls may not be a great Kanye song, but it's not a bad song in general.
Not gonna lie, Donnie, I'm impressed by Joe's knowledge of this album, but we are still keeping it in A tier since it's not perfect, but we can keep Joe in the call just for that.
I suppose, Barry, you got lucky this time, you sleepy fuck.
Next up is 808s and Heartbreak. For me, this goes into A tier, but what do you guys think?
Agreed, while he totally switched up his style, the way he was able to make another fantastic album that was a totally different style was incredible.
I like Heartless.
And even Sleepy Joe likes Heartless. A tier for sure. Okay, next up is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't know about you guys, but personally, this album has always been a bit overrated to me. I think it weakens in the second half, but at the same time, it's still an amazing album, but not perfect. I'll say A tier.
I agree, it's a light 6.
Well, no, you sleepy fuck. It is not a light 6, you Anthony Fantano fanboy wannabe motherfucker. Stupid, rigged, election head-ass poser, old dementia-ridden motherfucker.
Chill out, Donnie, but I agree, A tier. Next up is his 2 collab albums with Jay-Z and Watch the Throne, and Cruel Summer with various artists. For me, Watch the Throne is almost perfect, with a few misses, but with songs like In Paris, Otis, No Church in the Wild, and more, it has to be at least A minus. While Cruel Summer was good, it wasn't nearly as good as Watch the Throne. I'll say A minus for Watch the Throne and B for Cruel Summer.
I'm very impressed with you tonight, Barry. You've been spot on with almost all of these. So a minus for Watch the Throne and Cruel Summer is B. Any objections, Joe?
Watch the Throne should be perfect just for how good In Paris is.
Okay, well, moving on, we have 3 albums left. And don't mind me, let me just do this real quick. Okay, next up is Life of Pablo.
Are you fucking serious, Barry? Perfect tier for Jesus when it only has one good song and Bound 2. This should be an F tier if we had it. I fucking knew you would fuck this up.
One good song, Donald? You imbecile. This album has Black Skinhead on Sight, Blood on the Leaves, Bound 2, New Slaves, and all the songs are perfect. This is easy perfect tier.
Joe, we need a tiebreaker here. What do you think?
I like Bound 2, A tier maybe.
This shithead sounds like Tweak from South Park. His opinion is invalid.
Hold this L Trump. A is the tiebreaker. Now we have 2 left. Life of Pablo and Donda. And I don't give a fuck what either of you think. Life of Pablo is perfect tier. Kanye was on his shit when he made this. No More Parties in LA, Father Stretch My Hands, Famous, Highlights, Feedback are all classic songs. There are no misses. And this shit is just amazing.
Nice turnaround, Barry. Easy perfect tier, Joe.
No More Parties in LA is a fucking bop.
Preach, brother. Okay, last up is his latest studio album, Donda.
I think Donda fits perfectly in the 1 tier left. Hopefully there are no objections.
Yeah, I'm for sure down with that. What do you think, Joe?
I like Praise God and Off the Grid.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. Okay, now let's sort these out in order.
Okay, number 1, College Dropout, maybe the best album ever. 2, Life of Pablo. 3, Late Registration.
4, Graduation. 5, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. 6, Yeezus. 7, 808s, and Heartbreak.
8, Yay, 9, Watch the Throne, 10, Kids See Ghosts, 11, Donda.
Then number 12, Cruel Summer.
And finally, number 13 is Jesus is King.
Yes, sir, great tier list, boys.
Agreed, good tier list, guys.